Welcome back. And if you're new, welcome. This is a pick a card reading on our September 2022 predictions. It's going to be the same thing as usual. Pause this video, choose the pile that resonates most with you, and we're going to go from there. But I also wanted to add something for today. I know that I do try to keep my intros short and straight to the point, but I did want to add something. I know that this is a fairly new channel, but I would appreciate it if you would subscribe. I also do appreciate your feedback. If you could give me some feedback on these pick a card readings, and as well as I would love to hear updates from you guys. So just let me know what ultimately ends up happening in these circumstances that we're thinking and inquiring about. So, okay, that's pretty much it. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with number 1. Okay, so group 1, I'm seeing some endings here. I feel like there's been a couple of situations that haven't really been working for you, and so I feel like you're going to call it quits. Now, this can stem from quitting a job. This could be deciding to move somewhere else because wherever you are, it might not be working for you. Let me see what else. Just circumstances that just really haven't been working for you. I'm trying not to be overly specific because that's not going to resonate with everyone, but there's just some certain things that just haven't been working, and you're cutting your losses and you're moving on from it. Now, with this ending, I do feel like there is something new, and I feel like you're ending this because you're going to start something new. I feel like there's something that you may have already started, but you didn't complete it for some of you, and so you're going back to complete that. I do also feel like you're ending something so you can start something that you're passionate about. This could be, as an example, you're leaving a job so you can start self-employment on a hobby that you've been thinking about and that you absolutely love, and so you're wanting to start afresh with a more creative, a more passionate background, but something that you value a lot more. And so I feel like you're going to take that leap of faith, and you're going to make something of it. Okay, so let me see what else is going on. Okay, I do feel like there is some unexpected energy here. I don't feel like it is catastrophic. I don't find that to be the case really here. I do see something about like an unexpected phone call. This could be from someone from your past. Obviously, I mean, I get something from your past. Yeah, honestly, that is something that I'm kind of seeing here. This could be if this applies to you, a past lover. I do feel like that is something that's coming through here. An unexpected phone call or unexpected form of communication from someone from your past that you held a lot of affection for previously. And it's going to catch you by surprise, but it's also going to be kind of like, you might see it as like a gift. It's like, I can't believe this is happening. I've truly been gifted and blessed, if you will. And so I feel like the theme of this conversation is, there's a lot of playful energy here. And I do hear a lot of laughter. I hear, and there's just an overall energy of playfulness. It's laughing, it's crying. You know how if you ever laughed so hard that you just cry? I feel like that's kind of the situation here. And this is, very beautiful energy. I don't think this is something to really fear at all. if there's some people from your past, like I know a lot of you are going to think, oh gosh, it's someone from my past. Who could that be, But I don't think this is something that you would expect. I feel like this is coming from someone that you wouldn't think that would reach out to you or something like that. And you talk to them for hours and hours and you're just laughing, you're having a good time, you're talking about, you're basically catching up. And you're laughing, you're crying, and you're like, well, let's keep in touch, it's good speaking to you. That kind of energy here. Okay, what else? I do feel like there are a lot of you that will be stepping out of your comfort zone. I do feel like this could stem from that ending, like calling it quits on something that's just not working for you. And you're stepping out of your comfort zone and you're taking that leap of faith. I just wanted to go back and actually say that you're taking a leap of faith on something. Like it's like you're taking your chances. It's not like it's gambling. I don't want to say it's gambling. It's like you're taking a risk, but it ultimately could become a very good investment in the end. So that's kind of what I'm getting. And I feel like they really don't want you to think about your past, and I don't want you to think that your past is going to hold you back because of this. That's not the case at all. So it's good that you're taking this leap of faith. You're stepping out of your comfort zone. Sometimes we have to step out of our comfort zone in order for something, in order for good things to come. We can't stay in a stagnant energy. And I feel like that's why you're ultimately putting something behind you. And I feel like this is also an end of a suffering, in some aspect. So this is the last that you'll experience that type of pain, I believe. If that resonates with you, obviously. It's like an ending of pain. That's the last of it that you at least in a certain circumstance, the last of experiencing that type of pain. Okay, what else? Let's see here. I do see some offers coming in. I do feel like this could be some career opportunities. This could be gigs, other ways of making money. This could be a past colleague coming back and offering you something. And that could be that unexpected phone call or unexpected form of communication. It could be a former colleague, a former boss calling you or reaching out to you and kind of catching up, and also offering you to maybe go back to a previous job or start something new with another company or business partnership, something of that nature. Okay, so let me see what else I have for you. In this month of September, you're getting very creative. There's probably something that you have never done before where your creativity is going to be put to the test. And I do feel like you could be successful in this. I heard content creating. So I feel like you could be doing something online where you're creating content and you see the fruits of your labor grow, maybe getting a lot of views, subscriptions, follows. There's a lot of passion that I'm really picking up on, and it's really exciting. I will say that some of you could be experiencing some type of conflict. I don't feel like it would be long lasting, but there is an energy of where you're having to stand up for yourself. And ultimately, I do think that it's going to feel good because it's like finally putting your foot down on something that's been bothering you. And it's like, listen, this isn't working for me, or listen, don't talk to me that way. It's setting a clear boundary, and somebody's not going to like it, but I mean, they're going to learn their lesson, This could also, it goes back to that ending also, because there's a lot of endings that I'm picking up on. And so it could be that someone's not respecting your boundaries and you realize that they're not meant to be in your life, and you're ultimately deciding it's kind of like ending a friendship that just wasn't good for you. It's like they don't say good things about you, they don't make you feel good. So it's like, why continue this friendship, why continue this relationship when it's not even bringing, like, when I'm it's not bringing me fulfillment. We're seeing no value in it. And so it's like ultimately you're cutting your losses and you're like, wow, that feels a lot better. That's just kind of a scenario that I'm seeing. I also do feel like you're focusing this month on your emotional and mental well-being. So good for you, honestly. Um, Let me see. I do see a suitcase. I am visioning a suitcase. So I do feel like some of you could be traveling, whether that's short or long distance. I am seeing like a suitcase, one of those that you bring to the airport or onto a train. I do see some traveling, and that does seem really exciting. I do particularly see international travel. So some of you could be traveling internationally for the first time, and you could be nervous about it, but I do feel like there's really nothing you should be worried about because it does look like you're going to have a good time. Um, there might be some conflict along the way, but I do feel like it is very minor and there would be kind of like a solution. I don't know. It's like, that happens a lot when you're traveling. There could be some interruptions or something, but ultimately things end up being okay, like delays and um, stuff like that, like misunderstandings. It's common. So just, I wouldn't, like, if you're traveling internationally in the month of September, I wouldn't worry too much about it. It seems very minor. I do see some of you signing a contract. This could be contract work. Um, Forming an alliance with someone. Okay. Okay. And I'm also seeing you. I do feel like there is a dilemma that you might come across. And it's like you have to make a decision that might be a hard decision to make, but ultimately I do feel like you're going to end up choosing your independence. You're going to be choosing yourself, claiming your independence, claiming your power. So the scenario that I'm kind of getting here is like reaching a dilemma. I'm just going to use this as an example. This is obviously not going to resonate with everyone, but it's like, do I want to stay at this job or do I want to be my own boss and not be told by anybody else as to what to do? And so ultimately you choose to leave this job so you can be your own boss and be solely responsible for the amount of money that you make and not letting an employer predict how much money you're going to make, right? Not exactly predict, but you are going to be the master of your own money, basically. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. It's basically claiming your own independence and deciding how much money you're going to make. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to group 2. Group 2, I feel like in your current situation, you could be something disappointing or stressful could be on your mind right now. And so in the month of September, I see you recovering from that. It's like I'm getting I'm getting a vision of like broken glass, and it's like picking up the pieces and turning those little shards of glass and like melting it and making it into something better. Um, that's oddly specific. I've never experienced that before. But okay. So that's what the first thing that I'm seeing. Okay. And so you're recovering from some sort of pain. Okay. Um, and this is a really cool, I'm seeing a whole story. So it's like you're recovering from something that brought you a lot of pain and grief, and it's like you're rising above the ashes, like the phoenix, and it's like you're manifesting something, like you're putting it out there into the universe, and you're trying to make something happen, and then it does, like it becomes something. And so ultimately, I feel like towards the end of this month you could be celebrating something, um and there's something new that's happening. So there's like recovering from a pain and then working through the pain, and ultimately you winning in the situation. So if there was some sort of betrayal, I do feel like you ultimately get the victory here in the end. I do. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this already, that I do see you celebrating something towards the end of the month, and this does look like it's something new. It could be like a new job, could be a new way of making money, um, an extra form of income that could be long term. Um, because remember, not everyone's, working with an employer. Some are doing freelance work, and so you could be picking up on something that's a new way of earning money. This is also, if that doesn't apply, I do see something stable coming in towards the end of the month. Maybe it's like a new offer. Um, hmm. Now, those of you who don't want kids right now, please protect yourself, because I do see some of you um, getting some news on pregnancies. I do see that being a celebration here for those of you that are manifesting, um, pregnancies, children. I don't know. That sounded weird. I'm sorry. um, those of you who do want this. So I do feel like, yeah, this. So if you don't want kids, if you don't want unexpected, pregnancies, please protect yourself. Let me see what else. I am seeing some of you breaking free from something. I feel like you've been trapped. In some aspect, someone is feeling trapped, and they feel like there is no direction, and if there is, you don't know which way to go, which path to take. And so I feel like there's going to be some clarity here. And I'm seeing you removing the blindfolds of something that's you've been blind to, I guess. Not blind to, but like something that you've kind of been missing. It's like you thinking to yourself, how did I miss that? How did I not see this? And so it's like I was blind, but now I see. And so the path that you want or are meant to go on has finally been made clear to you, and you're going to pursue that. I feel like you're going to pursue that aggressively, actually. And you may think that you don't have the tools to get started on something, but you actually have the resources for it. And you might start small, but ultimately it would work out for you. There's something about having the tools to something when you think that you probably don't. And then as time progresses, it leads you to success. That's okay. That's really how I can put it right now. It's like feeling trapped about something, but then something happens where you get this sort of epiphany, and you're like, oh my God, I didn't know I could do this entire time. Why haven't I done this whole time? And so it's like before you were bonded to something, you were tied to something, and you were like, I didn't even know that I had, the scissors were right above my feet or right below my feet or something. And you cut you cut that rope that's been bonding you, and you're setting yourself free. I hope I said that correctly. I don't know. I overthink my words sometimes. Anyway, so I see a lot of victories here. That's really cool. Victories. Victorious. That's what I'm hearing. And then there really is something that hasn't been clear to you. And it's like you're finally getting clarity. There's a shedding of light in some aspect, is what I'm hearing. Um, it goes back to that saying, I was blind, but now I see, and now I've been set free. Wow. Ooh, I just rhymed. So, let me see. Some of you might be in a dispute. I don't want to say legal, but if that applies to you, sure. It goes back to the victories. It's like maybe you're winning a case. Um, Maybe legal battles. Sorry, legal battles ending in your favor. And I feel like this victory of yours that's happening in the month of September could change your life, honestly. It's like walking out of a courtroom or walking out of a courthouse or something, and you thinking or saying to yourself, my life is about to change for the better, and I'm going to do better for myself. And that's really good. I really like that. It's like you're saying to yourself, I'm not going to act this way anymore. I've learned my lessons from this painful situation or this unfortunate circumstance, and I'm going to do better for myself. I'm going to treat myself better. I'm going to treat the people around me a lot better. And it's like the universe or the higher power that of your belief system has granted you something that was that brought you bliss, or brought you something that you saw as I guess something good. I forgot where I was gonna go with this. But after a painful situation, you're changing your habits, you're changing your mindset, and for the better. So I feel like this is the start of something, of being more positive, having a positive mindset, and releasing negativity and releasing people who have brought negativity into your life. And I feel like some painful situation will bring you to that last straw where it's like no more toxic people, no more negativity. I want to be around people who are going to lift me up and not tear me down. And so you're going to evaluate who is worthy of staying in your life. Life is a beach, I heard. So you could be going to the beach if you live in a region where you have beaches and stuff like that. I do see I see I heard everything is calm after the storm. That could go back to that painful situation that we were just talking about. I heard treat yourself. So maybe this is a month where you're rewarding yourself and you're like, you know what? I'm going to finally go ahead and take that vacation that I've been wanting for so long. I'm going to go to the beach. I'm going to do this. I'm going to, you're going to do something that's going to make you feel good. You know what treat yourself means, right? So finally being able to enjoy yourself. Okay. So what else? What else am I seeing here? I'm not gonna say this to scare you or anything like that, but and this really isn't something that you should be scared of at all. I do feel like someone's to get over on you, or I guess in other words, someone's trying to there's this element of betrayal here that I'm seeing, okay? But here's the thing. Um yes, people will do this for their own benefit, but okay. I feel like you are very much in power here, and this person or entity, whatever, that is trying to get over on you, um you have more power than they do. And it's like, oh no, it's like you're saying to them, oh no, you're not going to win. This is, you're not, I'm not going to let you win. And you don't let them win, because you have a lot of power here. And it's like, I don't know why I heard like, I'm like so powerful I bend steel or something like that. I don't that was so random. I'm sorry. But you have a lot of strength and you have a lot of power, and ultimately this entity, this person, whoever, whatever it is that's trying to screw you over, they don't win. It's like, it goes back to that winning that court case scenario that I was seeing earlier. It's like, oh, you thought you could screw me over. Well, you're wrong. And so ultimately you end up winning. And so it's just it's funny to me, but it's like, I mean, obviously if you're really experiencing that situation, I'm so sorry, but I do feel like you're in a lot of you have a lot of power here, more than you actually know. And it's like you have a wand. It's like you have a magic wand that's like, oh no, you can't, that's not going to happen. I'm going to make sure it doesn't. And I don't know where I was going with that magic wand situation. That's, being able to make something happen for yourself, I think, is where I was trying to go with that. Yeah, so it's like I have the power. And wow, that's really good. I see a lot of really good stuff here. It's like your month of September might start as like with grief and sadness, but it's like you may be already going through it, and that's probably what I'm seeing. You might already be going through this, and it's like towards the end of the month you're like prospering and you're doing so much better for yourself, and good things are finally turning into your favor. So this is a really good energy overall. I'm going to go ahead and move on to group 3. Thank you so much, group 2. So now let's go to group 3. Group 3, the first thing that I heard was set yourself free. I'm seeing, okay, I'm hearing that you need to write a letter to someone. This could be someone that you've been thinking about, that's been on your mind, and they could have hurt you in some type of way, and or shattered your spirit, something, and it left you wounded. Okay, I feel like they're telling me they want you to write a letter to them. Now, you don't necessarily have to send it to them. Like, you don't have to necessarily receive it, but you need to write them this letter for your peace of mind and to set yourself free. You need to, whatever you decide to write on that piece of paper or in that notebook, it's going to liberate you. It's going to set you free. And I feel like it would help a lot. I don't know why that was a very specific message. It's like someone brought you pain. You need to write them a letter, give yourself closure, And ultimately, I think that letter is going to soothe a lot of the pain that you could be feeling right now. So that's the first message that I got. I'm seeing a lot of communication. There's a lot of people. This is a busy month for you in terms of socializing. I feel like this is the month where you're kind of, it's really funny because I'm getting this like introverted type of energy where you're kind of like a hermit, like me. And in the month of September, you're really socializing. You're socializing a lot more than you usually would. There's a lot of people coming to you asking for advice, wanting to participate in a project with you in some aspect or collaborate with you. And so I do feel like you should save your energy for the month of September because you're going to be socializing and you're going to be communicating back and forth with a lot of people. So just make sure to charge your batteries and stuff like that. I mean that energetically, and I mean that, electronically. No. I'm also seeing some of you get an offer from something or someone. This could be a business proposal, a job offer. This could be someone asking for your hand. And I was going to say hand in marriage. I'm sorry. Someone could be doing that, but I'm also seeing that maybe someone is asking you out on a date or someone is asking to go out with you or something, and you're just kind of hesitant. You're like, I don't know, is that what I really want? Is this gonna, do I really want this? Is this the right thing for me? And so you don't know whether to take it or leave it. And so there's some decisions that are going to be made, and you're really going to be thinking about what you really want and if certain things are the right thing for you. So there's a lot of contemplation. Ooh, I'm hearing a lot of brain power. So I feel like this is going to manifest in a way where you're in a sense of where you're brainstorming a lot. Maybe you're coming up with a lot of ideas that could ultimately become business proposals or creative projects. And so you're putting that passion into action. I think that saying is usually compassion into action, but I'm saying passion into action, and I'm okay. Okay, well, this is very fitting. I do feel like there is some past energy that's rising back up to the surface. No surprise because Mercury is going retrograde in the month of September. And I feel like they're saying that, whatever happened in the past, they don't want that to stopping you. They don't want that to stop you from pursuing your dreams and passions, don't let it hold you back. And they just want you to know that you've got some really good things coming for you. I do feel like you are going to put a stop to something so you can start something new. It's like an ending and a beginning in one. And maybe you've had some arguments with people in the past and you're finally calling a truce. You're putting the past behind and letting bygones be bygones. Let me see what else. I keep hearing change. Like there's change. Like it's really powerful here. There's a lot of powerful changes here. This could be internally or externally. I do feel like your spirit, your mind, body, and spirit is growing. It's like you're very much focusing on your mind, body, and spirit in the month of September. And I heard something about a life coach. So maybe you're deciding to consult with someone, like hiring a life coach or something like that. that was oddly specific. Okay. Some of you in this month of September, you could be adopting a pet. That's really exciting. Oh. Particularly, I'm seeing a cat, like a little black cat. That's cute. Um, hmm. This is a very healthy month for a lot of you in the month of September. Some of you could be changing your habits, your dietary habits. You're cutting some stuff out of your diet so you can work on some fitness goals, making sacrifices so you can achieve that body that you have been wanting. And I'm seeing some of you create a vision board, which is actually really nice. That's very creative, and I feel like that would help you a lot in achieving your goals. And I think I've said this already, but I do see a lot of people coming to you. Yes, for advice and for some help, but I do also see some people coming to you with some news. And let me see here. The nature of the news, I'm not sure, but I do feel like there is something that needs to be said, and that's going to be said in the month of September. Let me tune in a little bit more as to what is coming. That is exactly the news. Hang on, just hold on one second. Okay. So I'm hearing something about gossip. I'm sorry. I know some of, ugh. I'm personally not a fan of gossip, and I don't think this would be necessarily about you, but it's like gossip maybe with the people regarding the people around you, and that might really surprise you. I'm seeing this like gossip in the workplace type of scenario. And these people that are coming. So the second thing is that I do feel like someone who's trying to build a relationship with you is also coming through. Yeah. Someone wants to have like a form of connection with you and have a relationship perhaps. Whether that's romantic, I do feel like this could be more so on the romantic side than business or friendship. But I will say this. I do catch this player type of energy. It's like they have no intentions of really staying. They just want to have a good time. So if you, and I think that you might find this Pisces. I almost said Pisces. That's really interesting. They might be a Pisces. I don't know. But anyway, this person, Pisces person. Okay, person. Sorry. This person. This is a big player type of energy. So if you just want to have a little bit of fun, go for it, I'd say. So it seems like a lot of fun, but if you're looking for something that's long term, this person ain't it. I don't think so. But I mean, what do I know? This isn't a personal reading. So let me see what else I have for you, group 3. Just give me 1 second. Oh, okay. So this person that you're meeting in the month of September, they could be from a different country. Maybe on the other side of the globe, particularly. I don't know why I got that. That's really interesting. And so I feel like you're going to learn a lot of things about a new culture that you're not familiar with. You might pick up on a couple of greetings of a foreign language that you've never thought to learn. Especially with that intellectual energy I was picking up on earlier. So it's like meeting someone who really mentally stimulates you. Someone who's teaching you about foreign languages or teaching you a foreign language, or teaching you about a different culture that's different from yours than you're used to. And that's so funny. It's like going on a first date and having cheese and wine or something. It's really specific. But that's what I'm seeing. And so, hang on a second. That is so funny. Okay, so I'm hearing this song, You're Still the One by Shania Twain. You're still the one I run to, the only one I belong to. I don't know if that's correct. Okay. You're still the one I want for love. I don't know if that's fully the lyrics, like if that's the actual lyrics. I think that's how the song goes. But someone's thinking of you. And it's like a long lost love type of thing. Where someone saw you as the love of their life, and I think they still see you that way to this day. This could be someone that you've been thinking about. I don't know, maybe when you clicked on this video, you had someone in mind, and this could be the message that they're trying to give to you. So it's like, you're still the one I run to, the only one I belong to, is how the song goes, I believe. You're still the one I want for life. Oh, I need to listen to that song. So, You're Still the One by Shania Twain. That is a song particularly that came up, that I kind of heard in the mind's eye. So, okay. One more thing. I feel like some of you, on a completely different note, I feel like some of you may have applied to a job and it's taking forever for them to get back to you on it, and they finally come to you with an offer, and then you have something, it's like a celebration of like, oh my God, it's finally happening. I'm finally getting this. Just know that you have the skill, you have the experience to have whatever this is. This could be a job, this could be a house that you're trying to buy, and the bank or the realtor, whoever, this person in power is like really, it's like they're taking forever to get back to you, and then you finally get the news and you're like, oh my God, it's finally happening. I've been wanting this for so long, and I'm finally getting it. And so that's one thing. And so, wow. But with this win, there is also some sacrifices. So it's like, I'm getting this image of like decluttering. So it's like, okay, I'm moving into this space, so I might not have enough space for all of this. So I might have to donate or get rid of stuff that I no longer use anymore. Okay. So it's like I don't want to say it's downgrading, because I don't think that that's the case, but it's like you're moving into a smaller space or something, or you're just moving to another space in general, and you're scared that you might not have enough space for something, and so you start donating or getting rid of or throwing away what's not what you don't use anymore, or what you don't see of value anymore. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. That was a long one, group 3. This was a very much a mixed bag energy, so a lot of people probably chose group 3. So very much a mixed bag. So anyway, if you liked this insight, please like, comment, subscribe. Please also let me know what other videos you want to see on this channel. And at the end of the month of September, please be sure to come back to this video and let me know what happens. I'd really like to hear that, and I do like to hear your feedback as well. So thank you so very much, and I will see you later.